It is being called a humanitarian crisis due to a new surge of migrants from the southern border. Chicago's City Council will soon be asked to spend $53 million from the city's budget surplus to help. According to a letter sent from Mayor Lightfoot to Texas Governor Abbott, more than 8,000 people have arrived in Chicago since August 31st, when Texas sent the first bus of migrants to Chicago. The mayor is now imploring the governor to stop sending migrants to the city. Joining us is Karina Ayala Bermejo with the Instituto del Progreso Latino here in Chicago. You guys are a nonprofit agency that provides legal services and application assistance to citizenships. Thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Are you ready for this next wave?
Let's be honest. How can anyone be ready for such a surge? It's going to be tenfold. Right? We understand that the situation over the weekend was about 71 individuals arriving at airports that are complicating the situation at police stations. And then on top of that, we will have buses, right? Buses.
Oh, here, let me grab your phone. That happens. It's live TV. I should say, Karina was checking for the latest update, which is why she has her phone here from the mayor's office. You're thinking today could be the day when they come.
Today could be the day.
And what's unusual is we have seen them coming either by plane or by bus.
That's right.
But you are expecting both today. So
Correct.
How many people are you expecting?
So it is unclear, but we know that from the early arrivals of the buses, they were in the hundreds. So with the capacity situation at the shelters, with the capacity at the police stations, it is a crisis. So it's not just a humanitarian crisis, right. It's a public health crisis. And we are preparing as best we can. Many volunteer organizations are doing the same, but we need diapers. We need formula. We need emergency items beyond what we have been collecting with shoes and underwear and toiletries. All of that is essential because we're unclear. But one can expect tenfold the increase. Wow. One can expect that once the May 11th, Title 42 to be lifted, that increase would be significantly more. So we're talking about 8,000. That could be 13,000 at the border each day come May 11th. So it is a crisis.
Okay, let's talk about, I want you to kind of humanize this for me, because right now we're talking thousands, we're talking numbers. You have firsthand experience with these individuals who are coming. What is the situation you're dealing with? What is it like for these families, for these children?
So if you can imagine weeks and weeks and months, and some of them coming through the most dangerous of situations because they're fleeing persecution. And then they're bussed. There's stories of women who are in labor being bussed. There's situations that medical triage should be the first thing that we're doing, and that they're sitting in police stations. That's not humane. And we know that we as a nation must do better, can do better. This is a national crisis, not just a border crisis. And what I would like to emphasize is that these are families. There's children. They are really fleeing persecution where the international laws of asylum should apply. Aren't we a country that is and built by immigrants? And when you disregard the law in this way, make no mistake, they're not illegal immigrants, right? They're asylum seekers, and they deserve the right to file their petition. And Instituto is one organization that's doing that. And we are seeing very strong cases for asylum. We're also seeing very strong cases for individuals who've been victimized on the journey on U.S. soil that may qualify for other legal remedies. So there's much to do, much to get ready for, and we're attempting to do the best we can.
Yeah, I know it's overwhelming. I could talk to you about this a lot, but because we're running out of time, let's get the most important thing.
Yes.
Is what can the average person do to help you, and what needs to be done to try to handle this situation?
Right. The most important thing is if you can donate, go to institutochicago.org. There is an Amazon wish list that has in detail specific items that our recent arrivals will need. We're also opening up Instituto to be a hub for donations of Pampers and diapers, formula, emergency kits. We're partnering with Love Purse to be able to hand some dignity to our recent arrivals so that they can have not just the supplies that they need, but a hope and an inspirational message to hang on.
Right now I'm hearing some people sleeping on floors
That's right.
at police stations. I mean, what can you do?
Right, the police aren't equipped to do this, folks. So we are looking for respite centers so that we're more adequately able to address the needs of individuals. So if you have a space that OEMC and the city can look at and perhaps be a respite site, what the city's already doing, please feel free to contact me. We're in close communication with the city. We need respite centers that offer the dignity and the sanctity of life for every individual arriving in Chicago. We are a welcoming city, but this is a crisis at a national level.
Karina, if you could say anything to the governor and what's going on of Texas, what would that be?
Remember the sanctity of life. What you're doing is kicking a can over, and humans are not cans. We're not chattel. We are humans who deserve the ability to fight for our rights, and the asylum law is clear. The international human rights and the asylum laws have existed for many years, and this issue needs to be at a national level. And let's not play this game. These are human lives.
We thank you for joining us today and appreciate the work that you're doing.
Thank you,
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Continuing this conversation
Yes,
with you. Thanks for coming in this morning. Okay, let's head over